New York City, often called the Big Apple, has a rich history that spans over 4 centuries. From its beginnings as a Dutch colony to becoming a global metropolis, the city has been at the heart of American history, culture and growth. Dutch colonial era. In 1609, English explorer Henry Hudson, sailing for the Dutch, discovered the island of Manhattan. Just a few years later, in 1624, the Dutch established a settlement called New Amsterdam. This early colony thrived on trade, particularly in furs, with the native Lenape people. British rule and renaming. In 1664, the British seized New Amsterdam without a fight and renamed it New York in honor of the Duke of York. Under British rule, the city grew rapidly as a major trading port. By the time of the American Revolution, New York was one of the largest cities in the colonies. The American Revolution and early Republic, New York played a pivotal role during the American Revolution. In 1776, George Washington's forces narrowly escaped the British during the Battle of Long Island. After the war, New York briefly served as the nation's first capital from 1785 to 1790. Immigration boom and economic growth. During the 19th century, New York City saw waves of immigrants, especially from Europe. The arrival of millions transformed the city's culture, economy, and neighborhoods. The opening of Ellis Island in 1892 symbolized New York as the gateway to America. Meanwhile, the city's economy boomed with the rise of industries and Wall Street. The skyscraper era and 20th century growth. The early 20th century saw New York become the city of skyscrapers, with the construction of iconic buildings like the Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building. The city's financial district became the center of global commerce, and New York continued to lead in culture, art, and industry. Modern New York. Post-World War II, New York became a global hub of culture and power. From Wall Street to Broadway, the city influenced the world. Today, New York is a melting pot of cultures, industries, and ideas, cementing its role as one of the most iconic cities in the world. New York City's history is still being written, with each era adding to its complex and fascinating story. From its humble beginnings to becoming a global metropolis, New York truly is a city like no other.